A very good morning, students. Welcome back to our maths class. So students, in our today's class, again we are going to learn about fractions. Right? So in our last classes, I started chapter 8, that is about fractions. And what we have learned? Let's give a quick recap. We have learned what is fraction, okay? Then terms of fraction. Then what is an equivalent fraction? How to find out an equivalent fraction of a given fraction. Through the diagrammatic representation, we have learned how to find out an equivalent fraction. Alright children, and how to say the given fractions are equivalent or not. Right? So, in our today's class, again we are going to learn about fraction. But before starting our today's topic, here children, we have different shapes here. Alright, let's do a warm up. We have different shapes here. If I tell you, represent the colored portion, okay, colored portion using fractions. So, how you are going to represent? What I ask? Represent the colored portion from the given fraction. Now you are going to represent. So how you are going to represent this? How you are going to represent the colored portion of fraction? Yes? Children, give me the answer. So already you have learned about fraction, how to write a fraction. Yes, two terms are there. Already you have learned. Now, how you are going to represent the colored fraction? So, let's start. First one, you see, the shape is divided into how many parts? 3 parts. Alright? The shape is divided into 3 parts. Out of 3 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1. So I told you, when the total is divided into equal parts, number of the whole is divided, total whole is divided into equal parts, that is what? Denominator. So here is denominator is what? 3. Out of 3 parts, how many parts are shaded? Yes, give me the answer. 1. So how we are going? How many parts are colored? 1. So how we have represent this in a fraction? 1 by 3. Come to the next one. Circle. Again circle is divided into how many parts? How many equal parts? Same. 3. How many portions are colored out of 3 equal parts? 2. So what is the fraction? That is 2 by 3. Next, square. That's divided into same 3 equal parts. How many parts are colored? 3. 3 out of 3 parts are colored. So fraction is what? 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3. Now, did you notice something here? Something from the given diagrams or the fractions I have written? If you observe carefully, then you can see here all the 3 fractions having what? Same denominator. 3, 3, 3. All the fractions having, these 3 fractions having what? Same denominator. And the such type of fractions, we have a special name that is called like fractions. That is called what? The special name of this type of fractions is like fraction. Okay. So today we are going to learn about like and unlike fractions. From the given diagrammatic representation, you have found out the fraction. I hope now you have understood what we are going to learn. We are going to learn what? About like fraction and unlike fractions. Alright? So our today's topic is this. Clear, children? So now understood? Let's start our today's topic. I'll be explaining about like fraction and unlike fraction. So children, today you are going to learn about like fractions and unlike fractions. Alright, and the main objective is to that at the end of the session, children, you will be able to distinguish like fractions and unlike fractions. And the words which you will be getting in this topic are the words are, that is fractions, then like fraction and unlike fractions. Right? These are the new words you will be getting in this topic. Clear, children? So now I am going to explain one by one like fraction and unlike fraction. Okay? What are like fraction? Fractions having the same denominator. Fractions having the same denominator are called like fractions. Right? So look at this. They're given different shapes. See here, first one. This rectangle is divided into how many parts? 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is what, children? Denominator. Out of 4 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1. So in a fraction, we can represent it as 1 by 4. Next one, here you see, again the rectangle is divided into how many parts? 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4 parts, how many parts are shaded? That is 2. So how are you representing fraction? It's 2 by 4. 2 by 4. Then the dimension. Look at this, dimension is divided into how many parts? Total equal parts? 4. So out of 4 equal parts, how many parts are shaded? 3. So what are the fractions here? 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. Okay? 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. So if you observe it carefully, what you can find it out? That here all the denominators are same. In this given 3 fractions or these fractions, what is common? The denominators are same. Yes, they have the same denominator. When fractions having the same denominator, we call it what fractions? We call it like fractions. Alright? We call it like fractions. Got it, children? Clear? Now, how you are going to compare like fractions? How you are going to compare like fractions? Which one is greater? Which one is smaller? For comparing like fractions or to compare like fractions, we have to compare only the numerators. Because in a like fraction, the denominators are same. So what you have to do? We have to compare the numerator. Clear? So 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. If I ask you which one is the greater? So fraction having the greater numerator is the greatest fraction. Right? And the fraction having the smallest numerator is the smaller one. So if I ask you arrange this fraction in an ascending order. So which one you will see? You will see denominator? No. Because in a like fraction, denominators are same. We have to see the numerator. The greater numerator will be the greatest one and the smaller numerator is the smallest one. So if I ask you arrange them in an ascending order, so children, you have to arrange it like this. In ascending order, it will go from smallest to biggest. So 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. So it's ascending order. Ascending order. That means when I ask you to arrange the like fraction in ascending order, or if the question will ask arrange the like fraction in ascending order, these fractions in ascending order, you have to do like this. Right? That means like fraction you can in ascending order you have to write like this. The smallest numerator will be the smallest one and the greatest numerator will be the greater one. So 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, these like fractions I have arranged in ascending order. Right children? So what are like fractions? Fractions having the same denominator, we call it what fractions? Like fractions. And to compare like fractions, we cannot compare them or we cannot identify like fraction only by writing one fractions. To compare like fractions, we need 2 or more fractions. Got it children? Clear? So fractions having the same denominator are called like fractions. And how to compare the like fractions? How to arrange them in an ascending order? Clear? So the fractions are because in the like fractions denominators are same. We have to compare the numerator. The greatest numerator is the greater one, and the smallest numerator in a like fraction is the smallest one. Got it, children? If I ask you to arrange them in a descending order, so which one will come first, children? Which one will come first? In a descending order? In descending order, arrange them in descending order. So which one will come? 3 by 4, 2 by 4, 1 by 4. Clear now? What are like fractions? How to compare? Got it? Now we are going to learn about unlike fractions. So now children, about unlike fractions. Okay? So what are unlike fractions? Fractions having the different denominators. What is that? Fractions having the different denominators are called unlike fractions. What are unlike fractions? Fractions having the different denominators are called unlike fractions. Let us understand through this picture. I have drawn through picture here. See, look at the first diagram. This shape is divided into how many parts? 2 parts. Out of 2 parts, how many parts are shaded? 1. So we represent them in fraction as 1 by 2. Right? Look at the another one, second one. The shape is divided into how many parts? 3. Out of 3 parts, how many parts are shaded? 2. So we write 2 by 3. Look at the circle. Circle is divided into how many parts? 4. Out of 4 parts, how many parts are shaded? 3. Now what you can observe here? Here what you can observe, children? That here the denominators are not same. And thus fractions, the denominators are different. So from this we can say that these are all unlike fractions. They are not like, they are unlike. Right? They don't have the common denominators. Their denominators are different. 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4. So these type of fractions are called what fraction, children? Unlike fractions. In like fractions, what is common? The denominators are same. Okay? Fractions having the same denominator, we call it like fractions. Fractions having the different denominators are called unlike fractions. They are not like, they are unlike fractions. Got it, children? So, I hope it is clear to everyone about the like and unlike fractions. Through diagrammatic representation we have learned, we have fine. Alright? As I have already told you that to compare like fractions, we need 2 or more fractions. Right? Let's answer you one question. I have certain, I will write you some fractions. Right? 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 6, 5 by 7, 4 by 11, 6 by 7. These are the fractions I have written. Now my question to you all, identify the like fractions from the given fractions. Yes, children, tell me. I'm asking you, identify the like fractions from the given fractions. So, what is the answer? Identify. Yes? Very good. So what? 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7. These are what fractions? Like fractions. These are what fractions, children? These are like fractions. What is common among them? The denominators are same. So 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7 are called what? Are like fractions. And 4 by 6, 4 by 11, they are unlike fractions. Okay? So fraction having the same denominator are called like fractions. Fractions having the different denominators are called unlike fractions. Got it, children? So now I have one question for you all. I am going to explain you that question, but you have to solve it by yourself. Okay? After solving, you have to submit me. Clear? So that question is belong to this topic. Right, children? So let's take the question. I have a question to you all. Right? I am going to explain you the question, but you have to do it by yourself. Alright, children? So what is the question? Aman has one circular disc. He has divided the disc into 16 equal parts. Aman has what? One circular disc. He has divided that disc into 16 equal parts. He has shaded the parts with different colors. So, what are the colors he has given in that disc? Red, 4 by 16, blue, 3 by 16, white, 6 by 16, yellow, 2 by 16, and green, 1 by 16. Aman has one circular disc. He has divided the disc into 16 equal parts. After that, what he did? He shaded the parts with different colors. The fraction of the different colors is given. Now, what you have to do, arrange the fractions into ascending and descending order. Alright? And children, also you all draw the disc and divide the disc into 16 equal parts, and also you put the shaded parts of different colors. You have to represent the diagram also. Okay? So this one you have to solve it. After solving, kindly you all submit it to me. And this question is related to the topic that I have explained it to you in today's class. Clear, children? So before winding up, let's give a quick recap what we have learned in our today's class. So children, we have learned about what types of fraction. What are the types? About like and unlike fractions. Right? And how to compare like fractions, that are also we have learned. Clear, children? So I hope now you can easily able to distinguish like fraction and unlike fraction. Easily you can recognize the like fractions and unlike fractions. Okay, children? So complete this. In the next class, we are going to learn about how to add and subtract like fractions. Right? Thank you.